I wish I like started
You want zero evidence, legal evidence of your ability to piss?
Don't you?
Thank you.
Do you not wonder what they're gonna do with that information?
I work for the government. They already know. It's too late.
And with that,
Rest in peace.
welcome to Keys from the Golden Vault, everyone.
Right?
Keys from the Golden Piss.
It's from the Golden Vault. It's from the Golden Vault. Sounds like a euphemism.
It super is!
Something golden showers.
I had to talk with you about the piss from the Golden Vault, if you know what I mean.
I don't, and I would rather not.
I wish that
we share a mutual interest.
I wish
No,
that
we
phrase
don't.
could exit my mind as quickly as that thing.
But yes, we begin our session in a certain place within the Forgotten Realms. It is currently, I believe, the year 1481.
Ooh.
As we come to well, probably dressed like a noble, but I'll let you describe how you are looking right now, Seaman.
Okay, so what is clearly still a decently kept noble rags are also kinda accented with cobwebs in her hair, a bit of a twitchy eye probably, and a scowl of pure aggression and annoyance. As she is sitting in a cell, writing in her journal.
It is very kind that they let you keep that based on what you are in here for, but they are a very kind family, as your writings won't go anywhere anyway. What harm could it do? But I believe you are about to throw it out.
I have no idea what you're talking about, as Posa closes the book and is like, yeah. As she looks at a window by her and chucks the journal out.
Roll me a strength check, please.
Whoever finds this journal, please.
No, you kind of like you're still in a bit like in chains, so you go to throw, but your arm kind of just gets caught in the wall. It's just like, just almost maybe like a foot or two in front of you. Yeah, it's about par for the course. Keep it down in there. Your voice say from outside the room.
Oh, shut it. The man you're working for isn't even nobility.
Says you and your, well, I won't call them fine clothes, but more like fine rags. Ha, that's a good one, Jim. Thanks, Bob.
My immediate death cannot come sooner.
Don't say that. You have a day until...
I have 16 hours, not a day.
As you don't hear any response.
Yes, I get it. Keeping track of time is that difficult. It's difficult, but I didn't think it was that difficult.
You would be surprised. Time is a very fickle thing. As you hear a different voice from your captors appear.
I imagine this is the point where she actually bothers looking away from the window.
Probably. Roll me a good old perception check.
I'm okay with that.
You?
Cough.
Oh, you know how it goes. But you oddly can't see anyone, even though it sounds like the voice is coming from this room. As you just see your book start to rise up in the air and turn invisible. I know you have a very long and storied history, but hearing and seeing things don't give it quite the same vibe as reading it in your own point of view, I must say.
Yes, it likely... She's looking around. Could you end the invisibility spell? I want to know who I'm talking to.
My apologies. As he kind of just snaps his fingers, and you kind of see a translucent cloak come into image as he just takes it off. As you see, the man that you have all been told about. A man in quite luxurious clothes, if albeit a little exotic. With him, he carries a briefcase of, well, you think it's called a briefcase. Not a lot of people carry them in this day and age. My apologies for the intrusion, but the circumstances are warranted. And if I'm not mistaken, you are Miss Apraza Creve, correct? I hope I'm not mispronouncing that. Aposa.
I am a posa.
Well met.
And you are...
I go by many names, but you may call me Roderick.
Huh. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Roderick. You'd be surprised how hard it is to find someone who speaks with class in this building.
Certainly. But, as our conversation started, time is a fickle thing, and although we have certainly gained a lot more, it is not infinite. I have come here offering you a trade. And I simply ask you, listen to me and ask any questions you may have, with haste, of course.
Of course.
You are a bit of a more unique case than the others I am going to be talking to. But you still fit under my criteria. You are gonna die.
I know.
That fact has been set in stone. Although, the circumstances of your death are unfair, to say the least. You tried to insert some good in this broken world of ours, and were punished for doing so.
I simply decided to correct the wrong. And well, wrong hasn't been corrected, but I tried.
Well, my organization is in the business of correcting wrongs. Well, we don't always go about things according to the law, but we have the greater good in mind. Try to fix things that normally cannot be fixed. We might not do the most legal way of doing things according to most cultures. We might resort to thievery, combat, trickery, but our end goal is to put more positivity in the world than we insert negativity. And I think you are a prime agent for this. I will give you a fresh start, somewhere in the vast worlds, free from your past that seek to extinguish your life, in exchange for simply listening to a job offering I have. You, of course, do not need to accept this job. However, if you do, it will be the first step in joining a wider fight against this broken world. How should I say worlds? And perhaps it will even allow you to regain some of your former strength, so you can seek to go back to where you came from.
You are quite the fast reader, aren't you?
Well, like I said, I have seen and heard things.
When you say get rid of my past, do you just mean this?
Well, yes. As at this moment, he does open up the briefcase and take out a small, ornate golden box as he holds it in front of him. I'm not asking you to trust me per se, as I am not making the most sense. But I am asking you not to lose your passion, your drive you had to do good. You might have ulterior motives, but I'm asking you to continue to do so, even if you not take up my offer. I hope you continue to live your life fighting for what's right, and perhaps you will arrive at your end goal. So quite simply, my question to you is, do you wish for freedom, or do you wish to seal your fate?
Freedom would be great, Mr. Rocket.
Well then, it is a deal. As he will, still holding the box, extend a hand to you where you can just briefly shake it from your restraints.
We'll go to take it.
as you feel the pit of your stomach turn inside out, as you feel like you are whisked somewhere very distant away. Well then, I must be off. Your handler will be here shortly. I who offer you the job, please don't wander off.
Yes, yes. Oh, one thing before you go. My journal back, please. I'm apparently not finished, writing.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
As it appears, and it seems like it is in much better shape than it was a few moments ago. Well, this one is a little...
Through the page. Starts going through the page just to make sure he has his next paper notes.
Well, this one's a little bit tricky to get to. These things are very annoying. Well, I can manipulate things a little bit. Hi! I actually don't know how to say your name, Blaze.
Lisa.
Lise. You feel...
It's difficult to get to, you say?
Yes. Difficult to get to. As you just hear a tick, 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 tick. As you feel yourself, at least your mental self, drifted away slightly. As do you want to describe what you look like to the...
Oh boy. Liz is in some very amusing parallels to us and someone immediately before, dressed in decently well-off rags. Those that were clearly once quite good, but have been torn, cut, and just aged with time. The cutting is mostly apparent from the damage to her skin beneath each of these cuts. A very surgical incision, should we say. She herself is an elf, rather clearly by the pointed ears, with a set of blood red eyes, shall we say. Though the most apparent thing about her is the strange black substance that covers a number of points on her, most notably covering half of her face with a glowing red, rather apparent eye emblazoned upon it, or part of it, it's not entirely clear. But looking closer, it also seemed to lurk in the neckline of her dress, and at the edge of her sleeves around her wrists. She looks in pain, is her current mental state, shall we go?
As you find yourself in this kind of blank mindscape, with just a golden hue floating around in the darkness, as you see a door open before you, and a very well-dressed man walks out. This time, he seems to be glowing a little bit. As if you want, you can roll me a perception check.
Alright. Sorry, that was GM roll, but that was like 4.
As you don't exactly catch anything on him, but as he walks into this area, he looks at you and says, Greetings. Apologies for pulling your mind away, but considering the circumstances, I don't think you would particularly complain.
Lisa has looked rather confused, shocked, surprised at this, but as she manages to gather herself, she does her best to smooth down her clothes and dust herself off a bit as she will. No, that's perfectly fine with me. Sorry.
Well, to cut to the case, I did not know how long I can bring you within my realm. The place you're kept is annoying to intervene in, to say the very least. But that is besides the point. I am here with an offer for you, a trade of sorts. If you are willing to heal me out.
She is rather clearly a bit concerned about the wording of that, but she will glance around and then will sort of settle back on him and yes, I'd be happy to.
He nods. Quite simply, your situation is quite unfortunate. You have ended up here for the simple crime of doing good in a broken world, to say the least. But because of this, because of the wrongs it done against you for simply trying to do some right, you are a suitable addition to our cause. I will give you a fresh start, somewhere in these vast worlds, free from your past burdens that sink to extinguish your life in, well, various fashions. In exchange, I simply ask you to listen to a job offering. You do not need to accept a job. However, if you do, it will be the first step of many in joining a wider fight against this broken world. I know your situation, and I am not asking you to trust me. But I am asking you not to lose the passion you once had. And even if you do not take up my offer, you will be free. Well, if you don't take up the job, I should say, you will still be free from your current burdens, and I would hope that you continue to do good in their world.
She will sort of she'll shake her head a bit and no, if you believe I can do something for this, then I'd be willing to trust you. Yes, please.
He nods. Apologies, this might hurt a little, as I am going to be forcibly extracting you from that realm. Or domain, I should say.
She will nod and sort of tightens in on herself a bit.
as his form begins to shimmer as a great explosion of light is the last thing you see. Roll me a con save.
Oh, cool! I have proficiency in these. Surely this will go well.
12. We got higher than a 10.
That is almost above average on the dice. Almost.
Got higher than a 10 in this one. That's good progress.
We go. The ball is rolling up.
The ball is rolling up slowly.
Yeah, I'm sure the DC for this is real low, right?
Real low.
As you almost feel like your entire essence is broken down another time. But this time it seems longer as you feel like your being is yanked forcibly. Until the next thing you know, you feel something that you haven't felt for a very, 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 very long time. Kind of burns a little bit. The sun.
She is happy. She will smile.
I must leave once again, but do not wander off too far, I simply ask. I'll be here shortly.
She will nod and I wish you luck then.
Well, this one is not nearly as hard to get to. He simply seems to pull something from his bag, put it over himself as he disappears. Hello, Mr. Toran. You never really appreciated how horrible these backroom prisons were until you yourself were kind of put in one.
Didn't help that he was put in one freshly tenderized.
Mm-hmm. But do you want to explain what your character looks like?
He's relatively well-built man in well-to-do clothing, essentially. A lot of dark colors, a lot of what would amount to business casual for people or for modern sensibilities. Worn very loosely. But the most notable thing about him, and it has been notable for the last while, is that he just looks tired. Bags under his eyes. His hair is not gray. Did not start that color gray. Despite how relatively young he looks. And strangely enough, a lot of damage around the button area of his shirt. Seems like he just kind of yanks that shirt open a lot. And notably at the current, he looks beat to shit. One of his eyes is probably swollen shut. You could just tell at a glance that some of his bones are, if not broken, fractured due to how he's carrying himself, and he's just kind of slumped in the corner of whatever shitty cell he's in, just trying to stay alive just a bit longer. as however nice his clothes may have been, they are covered in blood, dirt, and whatever else he could have rolled in the current in the last while he's been in here.
As you most certainly had a leaky ceiling in this place, as it's not a nice place.
Oh, what? They didn't keep him in a nice place?
No.
At least got a non-leaky ceiling.
As you see as the dripping just almost ceases, as the drip just hangs in the middle of the air, as a man just appears with thin air, finely dressed with a briefcase in hand. Good day, Torn Genkai.
He spits out some blood and slowly, agonizingly shuffles to a sitting position. Then you guys type to show up what it is. I already told everyone the truth, so unless you want to get another false confession out of me, just get your legs sitting and get out.
I do not need any confession from you. I am aware of your sins, but I am also aware of your redeeming deed. A deed that is but a drop in a bucket of bad, but is a deed nonetheless that shows perhaps you can change, that you have changed.
He takes a rattling breath. All well and good. Well, unless you got a way of overturning. Paying off a fuck ton of people. I ain't doing shit.
Is that so? Not even if I could relieve you of your past burdens? A fresh start, perhaps?
You're like the old man, ain't ya?
I don't think I am, if I'll be honest.
Closest frame of reference I got. But that's the catch.
Well, the catch, as you put it, is I will take you away from this place. In exchange, I want you to listen to a job. And this job might require some of your past skills. But the line of the nature of work is much closer to what you tried to do as your last deed. I am in the business of righting wrongs, trying to make the world a better place one step at a time, even if it means by using means outside the realm of the law.
I heard that one before. Alright. So, I joined your little group. But this time, instead of busting heads, busting heads is a second go.
Well, busting heads is certainly gonna happen one way or another, as things do break down. But I would ask for restraint in your activities. The less of a carnage you leave behind, the easier it is for us, and the more favorable you will be to get future missions. And of course, better pay. But that is besides the point for now. All you have to do is listen to the request. After that, you are free to do what you want. But I would hope you continue your streak of trying to do good, instead of reverting to your old ways. Otherwise, I will not free you from your next dead end.
It's either this, or sit here and be a punching bag like in. Hell. I'll keep on the, well, you're not asking me to be on the straight and narrow, but I ain't gonna swing at no one.
I suppose that is the best I can ask for. Very well then. As he reaches out a hand towards you.
I better last. He reaches and grabs.
Make me a strength check, please.
Oh, he's mediocre at that. Jesus Christ. I accidentally GM rolled that, but
Is that do you have a proficiency in saves?
yes.
So that would be an 18 then.
What?
Oh, because it was a...
Strength check, not strength save.
Oh, oops.
Still good.
Oh, that's still really good.
As you are kind of surprised by as he goes to grab your hand, he does it a little bit more forcibly than you might think. And despite looking pretty old, he has a pretty strong grip that you just slightly beat out in response.
The old man, Maya.
I mean, he is old. Just so. As, next thing you know, you're in the field. Now, I ask you do not wander far. I will be back shortly.
As long as he finds someone, get me somewhere to sleep this off. So he just kind of slumps back, and just splays out on the ground.
Here we go. This shall be, well... As you just see him take a sigh before he steps into nothingness. Hi, Avery. No worries. He's taking his time before coming into your room.
Dreading every second of.
Archmage's one weakness. Gamer girls.
Gamer girl. Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah.
Very coherent noises.
Yeah, it made noises just to make sure it went through. Alright, cool.
As why don't you describe what you look like before we?
Yes. So this would be one person that is not as pale as my other characters. You could tell when you look over at her that her clothes were made by her, like little tiny adjustments being on the shirt, on the dress, and just overall, she probably stinks. Not like super bad, but it's obvious like these clothes need to be washed. You changing how they look won't change anything. It won't change how they smell. Besides her hair, which is mostly unbrushed as well, she has horns resting on top, and she's usually with some sort of drink, but I'm gonna guess that they don't have a drink here for her. Or some sort of pod for her.
No.
She's just chilling. Probably grabbed some sort of stone on the ground and was playing tic-tac-toe on the wall.
Sorry, just share your sheet so people can see the gamer goal.
Entered a territory.
Usually she'd have crumbs on her.
Absolute territory.
For some.
Sorry, I saw my shot.
No, it's good shot.
100% had to take that.
You did.
If that's not the vibe she's giving out, then I'm not doing my job right.
Entered a particular territory.
Just to be, we are all on the same page of what absolute territory is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're
Just
talking
wanted to
about
make sure.
wrong as well?
I mean, yes, that is involved, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then yes, we're on the same page.
Good.
As well, quite simply, you notice that as you're drawing on the floor, the stone gets harder and harder to move until it is stuck in place. As you see a very well-dressed man appear out of thin air.
She would just blink and be like, hey, what's up? Like, really confused, but trying to seem cool.
Hello, Miss Avery. I hope you are well.
Well, as I can be. I mean, are you the one that's gonna take me to, like, death and stuff?
Quite the opposite. I am giving you an offer, if you would listen to it.
Her eyes kind of sparkle a little bit, and she would lean over to, like, listen and nods her head. Yes. Offer? Better than death?
I would hope.
She'd sit back, like, her legs crossed, and she'd be like, okay, well, I'm willing to listen. This is usually when we talk for a very long time, right? Like a quest. Like, that's usually what it is. Which is this, right? This is totally not weird at all.
He kinda chuckles a little bit. Well, something like that. Quite simply, I am in the business of righting wrongs of the world. And despite your circumstances, you are a victim of those wrongs trying to do. He pauses a bit. Right in the world.
Oh, you mean,
Not exactly in your business. I more mean about corrupt governments and stolen artifacts.
take that with grace.
I mean no offense, but I just wanted to set.
Well, I mean, my kind is not really like here, so I kind of with the reasoning of why. I mean, it's kind of weird. Anyways, yes, as you were saying. She's kind of like, is biting on her fingernails nervously, thinking about what she's done.
But yes, I am in the business of correcting such wrongs, and you were persecuted for doing right in your world. So, you are fit for an agent at my organization. So, I've come to you with a simple choice. I will free you from your past burdens and situations in exchange for listening to a job offer I have. You needn't accept the offer itself. Simply listen to it and decide if you want to take a step to fighting against this broken world. Very well. And I hope.
I do have one question before you continue. Or
Yeah.
maybe two. One, do I get paid? And two, do I have to be professional?
You will, if you do take the job. My organization offers payment, as well as the different people you help out might also offer payment as a gratitude for how well you do. Think of it as incentive to do more good than wrong in the places you visit. As for professionalism, I would prefer you keep professional between your team. But I will allow you to use your own discretion.
Ears kind of droop a little, and she like frowns a bit, but she's like, rude. Yes. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, continue. Let me listen to what this is. I'm sure it's probably better than it seems or something.
Well,
She like waves her hand.
like I said, first I must take you away. And even if you do not accept a job, I hope you do continue to do good in the world. The world that you will end up is not like this one, so your particular abilities will not be in effect there. At least I don't think they will be. Kinda looks off a little bit.
She's like, I don't really intend to really want to do stuff with other people, well, unless they help somehow. Like, anyway, yeah,
Indeed.
don't worry about
As he will reach out a hand for a handshake.
that. She will fist bump him.
Open hand, and you just punch, like, lightly punch the finger.
She even
Yeah,
makes a little
just punches
sound.
the fucking fingers.
She just makes a little. No, she does it lightly, and she'll make a little sound.
Oh my god. You are. Oh.
Mantake looks at his hand, wipes on his robe.
He feels like so disgusted.
He does have a glove on. He did put on gloves on for this encounter.
Takes off the glove, it bursts into flames.
Puts out like 2 pairs of new gloves.
They're notably different from the old ones. The old ones were made of full rubber. These are actual cloth gloves.
Like melee.
No, not gonna make that joke. Anyways,
You alright there?
no. As, upon shaking his hand, you feel whisked away, as you see the sunshine once again. I really need to talk to my scouting manager about the applicants they send me. At least the next 2 are somewhat normal.
I feel offended.
I'm so curious.
I'm the normal one in between these two.
So criminal. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
What was weird about my conversation?
You.
British isn't weird.
You know, fuck, he's got me.
He's got you there. Well, he was French.
Then we'd all agree it was weird.
Yeah.
No, she don't know how to speak French.
What is your character story? She was like being a gamer girl. What the fuck did
Oh,
they
no.
Yeah, that's not the worst of it either, but anyway.
Oh god, she's doubled.
do? She's multiplying.
I'm everywhere.
She reproduces asexually.
Yeah, no, I'm not following that one either.
And with that, he disappears again.
I like the image of her just in this little place that we're like she's just dropping us all at. So we're just all staring at each other.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that.
Oh no, Tolan's taking a nap. I don't know about you guys.
But yes. Hi, Cormac. Do you want to describe your character to the class?
When describing the skills, probably.
What do you do if someone says no?
This is a good question.
Well, he doesn't take you with him.
No, but his clothes generally look like on the image, like, is it yukata? I don't remember all the terms, but I think it's yukata.
I think
Yeah.
you called us the sleeping one.
Maybe. I don't remember most Japanese clothing. So, unlike how it looks if you like look really close, the mask is, the ears are not a part of the mask, they are a part of his head. As opposed to the mask, which can be taken off, but no. He likes to leave that on. His clothes look fairly, they look okay, but they look worn as if they've seen a lot of use in very rapid periods of time. So unlike the rags the first 2 people were, the finely dressed rags the first 2 people were wearing, they're like, it's looking fairly worn down over a very short period of time.
That's like you are probably not even handcuffed. You're probably kept in a pretty luxurious room with a thick iron door, food plenty available to you. But you know what this really is.
He's, for how long he's been here, he tries to barely touch that food.
You've probably been here for around a week. But as you are waiting for the, well, quite simply the new moon. You just hear the faint rumblings outside. As soon enough, there's almost a hiss from the doorway as it kind of just slams open as a man walks through. Finely dressed man.
Question for me: how normal would it be for like a human to be in one of these places?
Not normal at all. Especially not what you are. Like, this is essentially the royal palace.
Yeah.
And
He looks at he.
roll me perception, actually, since
No, make sure this is public.
yeah, you could do it publicly.
What was that?
Yeah, you could do it publicly.
23.
Cool, Mike.
As you just see this man come in, you first notice that he appears to be more of a half-elf, elven descent, as his clothes are not very that dory. Despite it almost looking at it seems like he shakes and shines as all the dark vanishes. But you notice a bit of scales around his ears slowly fade as he comes into the room. Apologies for the intrusion. As he snaps his fingers as the door is about to fall, but it kind of just suddenly stops.
Not exactly the one you're intruding upon.
Well, for all says and purposes, this was your room.
So.
Manners maketh the man, of course. Well, yes, a cell, all the same. It makes sense why we have you here due to their rituals and superstitions. It did make it very difficult for me to access this plane and even infiltrate the castle. They're not very big on people like me.
No, they're not really big on many people. Especially us.
Indeed. But to cut to the chase, as I'm not sure how long my spell will be able to hold here, and I'd rather be able to exit with you the clean and easy way rather than the hard way. Of course, as if you take up my offer. Sorry, I'm not as composed as I usually am. Greetings.
I mean, I don't dealt with before me, you know? Greetings. So I hear you have an offer.
Yes. Simply put, I am a member of the Golden Vault. You probably have not heard of this organization in this world, but to make it matters worse, I fight against wrongs in the world and seek to correct them. And while what has happened to this world is certainly wrong, and I do apologize for not being able to stop it, but you have been someone, despite your circumstance, fighting against it, trying to do rights in it. And hence, you are a perfect candidate for the organization. The deal I mentioned is I will free you from this place, free of your burdens and your persecution. In return, I simply ask that you listen to a job offering I have. It's a chance to do some right in the world that will have a profound impact. You do not need to accept the job, merely listen to it. Give me 1 second.
I have a question. Oh, there was.
Behind you? Oh, sorry, hold on. I realized the way I could do this cat looking at that is broken with a bunch of those
It's like a copy then.
Hello!
Sorry about that.
Good catch. Good catch, man.
A question. Go ahead.
Say if I agree to everything, yada yada yada. I can come back here at my own time when I feel like I'm comfortable enough and strong enough to do some stuff here on my own, right? As long as I still do whatever is required of me, if I accept.
That is a difficult one, I must admit. This plane is quite separated from the others. There's much more magical protection from outsiders. It is not something you would normally be able to come back to yourself.
Is it because of kind of gestures around this place? What these guys are up to?
Yes and no. It is definitely because of them, but also not.
It's just harder to get back than it usually normally could be for other places.
Yes.
No, get out of my. Let's hear the job offer.
Very well then. And even if you do not accept, I trust that you will continue to do good wherever you do end up. But yes. Permission to touch you. As you, well... sorry, you're not the one who's bound. He raises his hand to you.
Yeah, I'd be like... weirdly worded, but sure.
Yeah, he stretches his hand out to you.
It takes hand.
As you feel
Out of this
yourself.
or...
Oh,
yeah, take his hands. Either this or... waiting... either this or the inevitable.
indeed.
Take his hand.
As you're transported away. As again, the sun touches your face before he says, "Now for the last member. I just simply ask you don't wander away too much."
I'll do what I can. Try to sit still for at least a couple minutes.
As, before you know it, he disappears. Hello, demonics.
Yeah, what?
Everyone's gone.
is this?
Do you wish to describe your character, Demonix?
Okay. A strong, noble woman with long hair. And blue eyes.
As
Blatantly human, and despite her nobility, seemed used to combat, but weaker than she used to be.
indeed. As you are currently in heavy chains for your crime against the kingdom, very little mobility is given to you, as they feel you're breaking out, if you did have your ability to do so. But as you wait for the inevitable end, a well-dressed man appears, with briefcase in hand. As he looks at you and quickly says, "Hello, Lorelite Merathim. It is a pleasure to meet you."
Oh? Hello. Are you my executioner? Have the foolish nobles finally finished their squabbling and decided to end me? Or has a new king been chosen?
I admit I am not really aware of what the processes are, but I do know that you will be executed in a few hours. But no, I am not your executioner. Far from it. I am instead perhaps your savior.
She looks surprised at this. And who would want to save a traitor like me?
A traitor you might be to the kingdom, but not of the people. You simply righted a wrong, perhaps in a violent way, but you took action where others would not, and saved a good amount of people by doing so. That is the type of material my organization is looking for. I'm in the business of righting wrongs with the world. We utilize means not typically favorable by the law, but means to insert greater good into the world. And hence, I come with an offer for you. I can free you from this place, free you of your burdens, and give you a new place to belong. All I ask in return is you simply listen to a job offering. If you choose to accept this job, it will give you a chance to do good in the world, in the many worlds you visit. If you choose to decline the job, you will still have your freedom. I would just hope that you continue to do good in the world in whatever way you can.
I have no reason not to accept. So of course I will.
Very well then. That makes 6. Permission to transport you away? You're not in a position to accept my handshake.
Granted.
As he touches you, and you feel yourself transported to a flowery field. As Lise, Oposa, Toran, Avery, and Sly, and now Lorelite, you feel time suddenly resume as you blink and you're in this grassy field. On the table, there is the golden box that some of you saw. As well as, five other people that you have never seen before in your life. As appearing behind the table, the one some of you know, well, I think only one of you asked their name, Roderick. And this mocks all of you that have accepted my deal. I must be leaving shortly, as my powers are greatly diminished for the next little while. But as I mentioned to each and every of you, I have a job that I would like you to listen to. If you choose to accept the job, you will be put in contact with your handler, which will give you the information about the job and the next steps on performing it. Succeed, and you should be rewarded very well. Fail, and well, I hope you do not fail, but nothing will be done to you from our organization. But the job does have its inherent risks. And of course, if you choose to decline, you may do so. The realm that you are currently in will be ample enough for any of you to make a fresh start, free from your past burdens. But with further ado, as he takes out a golden key from his chest pocket and places it on the table. Simply insert this key into the music box, and the job shall be heard. And stick around if you wish to accept. I shall have your handler meet with you shortly. And I do ask you treat her kindly. This would be the second group that she handles, and well, the first one was quite a handful. I do need to apologize to her about that. But regardless, unless there are any questions, I shall bid you all adieu.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roderick, as Coach stops and starts walking to the table.
He will look to the...
Lisa will also give a thank you, which is not going to go to the table.
Lorelite will also give a thank you and a bow.
Give him a nod.
Cohen's going to raise a single arm up and a thumbs up from the ground, because he's still splayed out on the ground, and just drop his hand back down.
Oh shit, that guy's fucked up. Forgot to mention, character is small size. He's short.
Oh, he's tiny.
Oh, are you actually small?
He's a small size creature, yeah.
Okay. I need to adjust your token then. I'll do that on the natural map.
Shrink.
Alright, I forgot to mention that, because I was like, oh yeah, wait, I made him a small size, because I felt like making him small instead of a medium.
Honey boy's a real twink now.
I guess you're somewhat small.
As expected of Cormac.
Couldn't guess.
Who could I guess?
There we go.
Who could have guessed?
What's with Cormac and being a bunny boy?
I don't think you can really say much.
Yeah, you are the one. You're like the one person here who can't comment on that.
I made
But
like...
I also can't, because I'm the one who made Cormac.
But yes, I...
all on you.
But yes, Opposa,
This is my one intentional.
you're going to insert the key
Yes.
as you see this thing on the table.
Oh my god!
Opposa is going to...
It's a mimic!
Actually, yeah, seeing the key, she is going to look at it before grabbing it. What are the chances this is all just an elaborate trap? Out of curiosity, how many of you believe this could possibly be an elaborate trap to kill us all with a key?
Well, unless this is a new strategy I've never heard of, I think I'm in the clear. I don't know about the rest of you people.
I wouldn't understand why he'd go through that trouble to kill us in such a roundabout way.
A fair point. Grab the key.
There's a little stress.
Oh, it's a monster that pretends to be it is a monster that pretends to be everyday objects to get unsuspecting people to approach it. It then proceeds to eat them.
I love how we all assume we all know what mimics are.
Some of you do, some of you don't.
Commonplace around here?
I don't know where my knowledge is.
Yes,
I don't
fun
either.
knowing what fear is.
I see.
This doesn't look like the Sword Coast. This certainly doesn't look horrifying. Does it look familiar to anywhere you have been to? Any of you have been to?
No.
I know that's not saying much considering Jurassic Field.
The sun is not usually this bright where I'm from.
Could be somewhere in the world, I don't know. So given his talks, dimensions, plane shifting, I think we're not exactly in a knowable area.
Only the mud is plane shifting to herself.
Yes, everyone
Everybody's
is...
here.
Yeah.
Everyone is here.
Yeah, everyone's on this grassy field.
Okay.
Sorry. Anytime grassy field is said, my brain goes grassy knoll at me, but I know that's a very different thing.
So, will you pick up the key, Opposa?
I already picked it up.
Okay, are you going to put it in the keyhole?
Yes.
So, before you finish that, can I get like a few minutes? And two, I would like to vaguely know who all you are before the shit goes down.
Ah, yes. a fair point. Apologies. I admit I'm a bit impatient at the moment.
No,
As she's going to set the tea back on the table.
I get that. I'm just tired. Hungry.
Yes. Posa is going to go into a bow. I'm a Posa Creek, from the noble house Creek. A pleasure to make all of your acquaintances.
As he just slowly, as he just leans up to a sitting position, stands up. Torin Genkai, considering this former, I guess, gang member, if you want to call it that. That's gang. Yeah, gang. You know, group of people do crimes together, that kind of shit.
Oh, Gil.
The exact name, I don't think, would
He
make sense.
continues to look confused.
A war
Adventuring party?
He looks reasonably concerned.
I know what one of those are.
Fuck. Thieves Guild? He says.
Yukasa.
That makes Lisa look more confused. She thought she understood something.
Fuck it, I don't. Organized crime? Anything that makes sense?
I have heard of a university. Is it like that?
No, university is something much.
He just puts his hands like.
What weirdo was my with?
A university is a place of learning.
At the very least, no one's gonna freak out when Yakuza gets brought up. Alright, so.
The what?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Long short of it, did a lot of bad shit till, I went turncoat, and then they, seems like they about killed me. So, here I am. That's about it. Not too much more to tell at the moment.
Also, is this like Posa's actually going to look at you, Lisa?
Lisa, he.
I'm sorry, this might come off as rude. Am I speaking to the human inside of you or the demon inside of you?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, were you not possessed by a demon? That tends to be what? As she points to the ink and blackness.
I admittedly have not seen what this looks like from the outside. I apologize if it gives that impression.
I no, it's fine. The apologies are
It's super cool! Can I touch it? Wait, no, that's... You said professional. She's like, no, I won't touch it, but it's still really cool.
I'm choosing to believe she has the echo in real life.
Yeah.
She's just always using thaumaturgy.
Yes.
Hearing this, Toan looks horrified.
If you must, I'd prefer if you didn't. That I think bandages might be an appropriate term.
If you prefer not, then I won't. I won't. That was
Thank you.
out of line.
Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm Avery. Oh, yeah?
I'll touch her, Avery. As Oppose, realizing something they said, is going to start rummaging through her pack. Thank you. There's something to it. As she takes out a steel mirror.
Question, Guru. Do I show up in mirrors?
What the fuck are you?
I've heard these are quite useful to people.
I think considering where I come from, I 100% don't, right, Guru?
Yeah.
Does the inky black void thing show up?
No.
Okay. Then if you point the mirror at her, anyone who can like see it, the reflection, please say is not in it.
I imagine Apollo's just like looking. Like she just takes it up, but is like looking into the mirror. She's like,
That's weird.
see, it's supposed to.
Avery is just like in awe, like this.
By the way, I will also clarify she has her like head partially in the way, and there was also no reflection from her. As she just
Oh
looks
man,
over.
it's also weird.
As she just looks over. Hey, you're a vampire.
I'm not sure. I was. I don't know if I still am. I think I'm alive. Like, not undead, but I'm not entirely sure.
Well, vampires aren't. Vampires?
Fuck are you talking
Oh,
I was just stumbling over like, they are in.
well, admittedly, from what I've been told, some of the ones that from what I've been told from some of the places I've gone to, they can be quite different, but in general, vampires are noble beings who tend to they tendency to suck blood to prolong the lifespan.
No, I know what a vampire is. They are not supposed to be real.
Oh, they're quite real. You've been talking to two.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Good question. Do I know what the fuck vampires are?
She like points at her horns.
You know what? Perhaps
I thought that was a headband.
perhaps this may help. Admittedly, I did not bring this up because I was under the impression that people might not know it, but I never told place just in case. Have any of you heard of the Legion of Dust?
No.
What?
Gonna assume that's a blanket no.
Like in
No,
no.
just at the same time. No.
Blinking no.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
When I get
What
back.
kind of name?
Oh, well, you see, our sun got killed. So we have the Legion of Dust because we are forced into the night and tied to a thing.
Yeah, I have a son. What the fuck? Nah.
You
Not-
mean someone's...
You have a son? How old are they?
We have multiple suns. We have the sun that we still have in the sky, and then we have the eternal sun.
Dude, I have just one son, right?
The eternal
like
sun
the
is
moon.
one that comes. No, the moon is something completely different.
No, where I come from, only some people could see the moon. Is it like that?
No, I don't believe so. What happened with the eternal sun was it got stolen a long time ago, and since then some particular people have been keeping it away from everyone else. Which would be easier if not for the blasted dinosaurs.
Wait, I forgot to ask something I probably should have asked like way long ago. But you guys are not working for the nuns, are you?
Nuns.
Like, The ones that always tell us that we shouldn't do this and that and use my thing for power for things.
No,
No.
Do you say know what a nun is?
I'm not
No.
that. I'm not. Actually, wait. Oh yeah, no, never mind. Actually, I supposed to look it out.
Why is she the one who said that?
What is a nun?
I can actually answer this one. Oh god. Essentially, devotee to God or gods, I guess. Something vow of chastity, something live in the church.
Simplified version. They're after my kind.
And never mind, I've lost my frame of reference. I give up.
Well, see, I'm a demon, so they really don't like me. And so in my world, there's an ongoing war between us, and, yeah. I mean, it's not so bad if you just stay home and do absolutely nothing about it, but yeah.
I don't think we had much for religion where I came from. I heard about it from a few people who passed through, though.
Okay.
Clerics? Either they were called, I think, though, not nuns.
Yes, I'm also not
A question, Groot, for my reference.
No.
How like is it like religion like a main thing in my world, or is it just kind of like a
I'm just gonna say
pushed aside for?
The Empire mostly squashed other religions.
Yeah, so it's mainly
Clearly, he's from the same place Kenzo's from.
So it's mainly just like shamanism shit.
Yeah, the general term for their god is the Great Old One.
Oh, okay.
Cthulhu. Yeah.
There's a. Oh god.
I feel like
Alright.
religion's not much of a thing. We have shamanism and shit.
Oh, you said shamanism. I heard chauvinism.
No, shaman.
I mean, they probably all saw chauvinism. They seem to be under a monitor.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
By shamanism, isn't that weird, that strange magic with the use of tokens?
Yes. Alongside other things,
Like blood.
they do stuff with like a lot of blood.
Oh!
Blood is a very big process of their shamanism.
Is that
Oh,
separate
the
from? Yes, is that separate from? She raised her hand in air quotes. Science.
What's the... I don't know the answer to that question. Drew, what's the answer? Drew, what do I know? What do I know about science?
What's science?
What's science?
Science.
Is Logical's character the only one who knows what science is? Does Logical's character know what science is?
He does. He is finding God in the space of this 5-minute conversation.
Don't also talk about science, man. Come on.
He is discovering that he should have been simultaneously more and less religious.
Yeah, there's like blood shamanism and stuff. I know they do other things, but there's a lot of blood shamanism.
He takes a deep breath. Okay, let's set some ground rules. First, we're just gonna all collectively just roll with whatever shit that comes out of each other's mouths for a little bit until it all starts becoming familiar. Is that all in favor?
You haven't been doing that?
You all seem much more knowledgeable than me, so I'm fine with that.
Sounds great.
All right.
I am curious.
We have We'll probably have plenty of time to
Or
pick
you
each
can
other's.
just continuing the conversation.
Yeah.
Should we finish introductions? My name
Yes.
is Lisa. I don't have a surname. I don't know if that's a common thing
Depends.
generally.
Oh, look at that. We're like split down the middle on who has a surname and not.
Yeah, I raised this earlier.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
We are also, I don't know which way it is, but we're split in who has dark vision and not. There's three you do,
Oh
three you
my
don't.
god.
If I remember right, it's Lise,
Is it
Avery,
these?
and Opposing.
Okay, I wasn't sure if Sly did.
Paragons don't have dark vision, remember days ago.
Oh, yeah, cringe.
Ugh.
Yeah, I assume Avery is a tiefling. Because demon. Yeah.
How? This one I can roll for, group, right? Has Lisa seen a tiefling before?
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I need to.
Actually,
I
no,
have a book in front of me in case I have a source book in front of me in case it's not clear.
My references are, I'm gonna vaguely take knowledge I know from D&D and semi-apply it. I assume all the basic races are in my world, dude.
Yes.
Seen a dwarf before.
Hey group, can I roll luck to see if there was a tiefling Huchimo?
I mean, you probably know what they have because you've been in the Forgotten Realms for a while.
True. Okay.
Oh,
Did it just register?
yeah. I thought you said something else. Yeah, you can. Yeah, they will.
Well. Okay then.
Yes, I believe that is 4 of us who are given our introduction.
Name is Sly.
This guy. I was just about to.
That's it.
And she clanks.
Hello, I am Lorelite Mirafim, former Grand Paladin of a certain kingdom that I doubt we will come across.
I don't think I know what a paladin is. They're like clerics, right?
Well, for someone who claims to be a former paladin. Oh, wait, no, former paladin. I guess it makes sense why you wouldn't place him in the paladin.
How's Thorin doing?
He's just letting it wash over him. He's like, yeah, sailing over my head. I'm not gonna reach for it.
Those ears are moving in case he's running.
Yeah, he's just
Alarm
gonna.
happening.
Mhm. Okay then. Well, second thing, any. Oh fuck! I haven't had to do this in any problems, quote unquote. I don't know what spiel you got from that guy, but considering we're all here to quote unquote do good, like any lines in the sand, besides hopefully the obvious, you know.
Maybe let's say the obvious straight out so we all confirm what the obvious is.
Yeah,
At least for us.
It might be best to confirm what the obvious is.
You know. A lot of tiny rocks. A lot of tiny rocks. So many rocks it acts like water.
Rough course gets everywhere. Just sail by boat and stay away from it.
Dude,
I think I know what
okay. Yes. Look, alright. No, no excessive amounts of violence. Something about no murder unless provoked. Reasonably, no taking shit from each other and people we're, clearly, people who clearly, don't need things taken from. That's all I can think of.
So, no brutality and no pointless theft. That makes sense.
It feels excessive.
Indeed.
Well, considering what I did for a living, probably not go out of our way to kill too many people. Unless they,
It's beginning to look rather concerned.
If we're supposed to be stealing killing a large number of people, that's
Exactly. And, well, again, a lot of time, considering we're just here to take shit, we're, I don't know.
If we are establishing such things, I believe I should likely mention this. I have not been in a fight before.
Well, if all the goes well, we shouldn't, the streak should continue for a while.
I have sparred before, but not a fight.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I haven't.
I do know a bit of magic, though.
excellent. More incentive to ensure we do not take
I have been in many a combat before. However, much of my power has been drained.
I'm admittedly in a similar boat, but replace power being drained with a couple hundred years of atrophied muscles.
I fight in video games. Like
It's a video
competitively.
game.
What is a
No,
video?
no.
Who the hell is that?
We do not have
the-
time for me to explain.
Oh, you
do
know
not-
what that is. Okay.
I do. Well, I'll explain later. For now, okay. So, for sure, these two. Since you two don't know how to fight, and we'll probably try to fix that a little bit later when we're a better handle on this job. For now, and for the future generally, avoid fights at all costs. Got it.
It is around this time someone actually shows up.
We still haven't opened the fucking box, and they're still.
Nope. Nope. The key's been forgotten.
Was this how you was expecting this to go, Groot?
No.
I had a suspicion as soon as people started dropping in further, like, oh, this is gonna go on for a while.
Yeah.
I blame logic.
You're welcome.
Logic is the reason the music box didn't start playing. Yeah.
Sorry, someone shows up, do they?
Greetings.
If someone shows up, who could that be?
As this lady shows up, you also get her full image too.
Neat.
Bruh.
Oh, you all.
Her head looks like it's bending the wrong way.
God. Oh, you all decided to stay. Cool.
We
Yes, we were
haven't
just getting to
opened
know
the
each other.
box yet.
Yes, we wanted to make sure. Yes, we wanted to make sure our minds were marked before we were told the assignment.
My experience throwing a bunch of newbies into the grinders away things go wrong quick.
But didn't he
Better us to be
say
on the same
you
page.
said you can choose to accept it or not? Wait, okay, I'm just gonna.
Oh,
Let me know when you're done.
well.
I mean, if
Yes.
Opposer, was it? Did you put the key in so we don't waste much of her time?
Yes.
That's a good idea. As Pozo will grab the key from the table again.
Wait, no, hold on. What if we talk for a bit more, though? What are these video games?
Talk longer. What are these video games? What are these strange terms?
Pozo's going to put the key in the box.
Let me explain the one video game I've been playing for like weeks.
It's this great game.
Is it Fortnite like Luke was playing earlier today?
It's Skyrim.
It's called Shadow Legends.
No.
Is it Star Rail?
Oh no, she's sponsored.
And
I
it's
mean,
not
they-
even raid.
I mean,
Shadow
they-
I'm sorry, I forgot that's logical.
No, they do pay these.
I am kind of sponsored on Twitch, but I'm not earning it.
Honestly, kind of ridiculous how much for Shadow Legends is going to pay.
Key.
They really want that advertisement.
That game makes a lot more money than it
Key open.
I said I put
Steven, shut up. Let him talk.
Greetings, future potential operatives. The Golden Vault has learned that the egg of an eldritch horror has been mistaken for a historical object and is about to go on display at the fucking beloved Museum of Natural History. The anthropologist, Dr. Cassie Danielle, tried to warn officials about this egg, known as the Muckmire Stone, but none believed her. We do, and we know that if this egg hatches, many will die, or worse. This quest, should you choose to undertake it, requires you to infiltrate the museum, steal the egg, and return it to Dr. Danielle, who will neutralize it. There is no time to waste. The egg could hatch at any moment.
There's no time to waste.
No time to wait.
Lindsay immediately looks panicked as they've said that.
So this Torn just looks even more tired.
Start by meeting with your handler, who will direct you to Dr. Danielle. Good luck if you choose to accept, operatives. As the lid of the music box closes, and the key self-destructs.
That just like this.
He's like a full mimic.
It shed a singular tear that died.
But we didn't actually know that. Oh wait, yes, it did shit. It wasn't. Honestly, good riddance.
Handler lady, we're done listening.
Yes, we listened to the bones.
Oh,
You can lead us to the.
Is everyone staying?
Well, no, we're going to.
Bye.
The
so you're all you're all staying then?
I'm going to, yes.
Yes.
Might as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Already going better than last time. Okay, So I guess introductions are in order. I'm your handler. What the fuck? How the fuck is that visible?
Magic. Yes.
What? What? I don't know why that's visible. It shouldn't be.
There should be just a tick box, right?
Nothing is ticked off.
Take it on, take it off.
Hey, Guru, I have to ask one thing.
Uh-huh.
How's this girl standing?
What do you mean?
What's her costume?
Meek.
Okay, yeah.
Yo, relatable.
Apposa's going to start walking over her.
I guess we should, I should introduce myself. I'm your handler for now. My name is Mura right here. I'm somewhat,
Mr. Here, please compose yourself. Stand up straight. Stand up straight and firm. You're supposed to be leading us. Have some confidence. You were put in charge of this. That must mean you are capable.
Begins crying.
well, I'm not, I'm not really in charge of you per se. I'm more just like here to help and get you what you need. I'm not really remarkable at all. You're more the remarkable ones. I just good with numbers and know how to know cities fast.
That's good, Tom. I'll support them.
That sounds extremely useful for what we're supposed to do.
But yes, you wish to meet with the
Anthropologist, I believe.
yes, Dr. Cassie Danielle.
The Anthro fetish.
No, that's a
No.
that's a different thing and a different job. When we're not qualified for. Only some of us are qualified for.
I
Look, to be fair, Anthro fetish is normal. It's anthropomorphism that's weird. Anthro just means human.
A fetish for humans.
Okay. Okay, come with me. My car is parked shortly down the hill.
car?
Think of it like a. Oh yeah, some of you might not be. So yeah, I forget that.
Remember the agreement. Let's roll with it.
Oh, right. Ah.
Car, yes, car.
Agreement. We shall see what this car is.
Think of it as a stagecoach.
Okay.
How one of those?
Yeah.
She leads you down this hill as what some of you recognize is almost like a dark path, but on it is this black metal, oldish looking thing. And to describe it better, it is like a very old, like station wagon, like one of the first cars, essentially.
An automobile.
An auto.
Damn, I was hoping it was Mercedes CLS.
Yeah, well, it really I
As
Shades leans back in her seat. Get the fuck in.
apologies, some of you would need to go on the cart behind, as there's like a little attachment for a cart.
Lisa will begin heading towards the car.
Shall I put it in hands in the car?
Apposa will go to the car and climb on top of it.
You go inside it. You go inside of it.
Ah!
As she opens the door.
Stops going on top of the car. Ah! Fine stuff.
Wait, did you say we can't sit in the front?
Oh, someone can sit in the front.
Okay, so yeah, here we called shotgun. How does people not know what that means?
Shotgun.
Oh,
Shock.
actually, wait a minute. Let it attack! Second cover!
What?
No!
Oh.
I'm unarmed! I swear!
What are you freaking out on?
Lisa looks very confused, staring at your arms.
Roll with it!
Torin just goes up, slightly, just gently directs Opposa out of the way, and with his other arm just leads Avery in, closes the door gently, and just starts taking her by the hand to the back cart.
I'm sitting in the back.
Lisa sitting in the back cart.
Oh god, Toron's already seen that.
Unless someone stops her, Opposa is going to attempt to sit in the car.
I love how Torin's the only one who actually got what I understand too. But I said, what?
Yeah,
Words are hard.
he does. He's just kind of, he's just going along with it.
Tired?
Unfortunately, everything Opposa knows that has the word gun in the name is a projectile weapon.
Oh no, guns are a thing.
As
Oh no, here's the thing. She doesn't know about like a handgun or a shotgun. She knows about a blowgun, which is a shoot thing.
I think guns would be a thing where I come from, but she wouldn't know about them.
I have no clue.
No clue.
as Mira gets into the front of this vehicle, produces a small wand from her cloak, as there's like this little compartment in the front that she kind of just speaks something, and a bit of flame goes from it and lights it as the machine turns into life. As it begins moving,
Power word start.
as you just see some gear start turning in the front, and you're on your way.
Lisa looks fascinated with the speed they are moving at.
I just did my
Worst.
fourth time ever in a carrot.
So, just to ask, he's just like, wait, just to ask, just to make sure. Where I come from, magic isn't a thing. That
To be clear,
is
are you
not
in the car or in the cart?
the cart.
Oh,
It's like magic isn't a thing.
Actually,
That's-
hold on. I'm just gonna, for simplicity's sake, left
Which
is
is
cards,
which?
Not perfect.
left is cards, right is car.
cool.
In car.
I thought you said cart, logical.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There we go. Oppose up level.
Car, cart.
Here you go.
You said shotgun, so I thought you were in the car.
There you go. Oh,
Anyway.
fuck. No, I killed Lisa.
Anyway,
Back.
it's like magic's not real. That's probably not true for literary points. Wait a second. Magic might be real where I'm
Where I'm from, I'm not the most knowledgeable, but from what I picked up about it, the magic is rather widespread. I knew a bit. I was something like a wizard, I think.
I got a magic tattoo from a weird old man. I think it's magic, or I'm hallucinating. or I was always hallucinating. Or I'm not 100% sure which, especially now.
Well,
I imagine magic is widespread as most.
yeah. In most of the
Yeah.
places you will visit, there's either a heavy lean on magic or a heavy lean on technology, and then anywhere in between. Technology is more like the physical applications, while magical is more the supernatural. But sometimes the line can easily bleed.
Is technology science?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Application.
We're either going to. Nope, not gonna say it.
What a weird word.
I only heard it in passing, but that is interesting. It is not magic.
Science could be considered magic for some. You can create lightning with it, technically, and fire. It's almost like alchemy, if you've heard of that.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Yes. Probably.
No. Though I understand what you mean about the lightning and the fire. The science I saw did that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with I've heard of it.
I'm gonna go from the I've heard of it.
Yes, I've heard of it. Never really. I was not particularly interested in that. I was not particularly interested in the group type of practicing it.
Well, I'm sure if you guys succeed your mission and choose to stay with the Golden Vault, there are many tomes, books, and scrolls available to learn more about the multiverse.
Enjoy.
Oh, we're
Fun.
almost here. This is she kind of takes out a different wand and like water comes out of it, splashing the embers as the vehicle comes to a stop. Dr. Cassie Daniel should be in here. This is her apartment. She is a kind soul, just she's a little bit concerned that the city is going to end up destroyed soon, so
Expect her to be
Quick.
I am.
2 questions.
oh,
How down low do we have to be about our affiliation and business?
yes, I was going to explain to that a little later, but she knows you're from, well, representatives of the Golden Vault. In general, the Golden Vault is not widespread known, so don't go throwing the name around.
Yeah.
We will help you if anything comes up or you fail your mission, but of course discretion is key. You're technically going to be thieves.
So nothing is.
I don't know much about your backstory, so I can't comment on that.
Better than the old. So the name doesn't have as much weight.
I will refrain from forcefully declaring my intentions.
A lower position than I used to be. But I can hardly say I don't deserve it.
So another thing I'm realizing, how well do we have to like blend in, or can we just kind of like?
Well, I think she's gonna fill you in on that.
Okay.
As you all are out and you notice your surroundings have changed much. You're now on a cobblestone street with various tall buildings lining up. as you pop inside a more smaller one. That has the name Dr. Cassie Daniels residence on it. As if you go up the stairs, you notice this round little button device on the wall, and also a door knocker.
As we're like heading up, can Lisa will like reach over and tap Torin on the shoulder as the one who seems to understand half of the things and not understand the other half.
He like, how tall is she?
Bit under 6 feet.
He's like 6'1", so yeah, he looks down. It's like,
I know we had just established the rule to not question much of what came out of people's mouths, but I felt, considering it's relevant to the job, I should ask this. Do you know what this eldritch horror is?
So, there are books about it. Books about the concept. The exact nature of which, is supposed to drive you crazy on sight. So, considering the job is to make sure it doesn't hatch, best to just assume some sort of horrifying monster.
She actually does frown a bit. As side note, the weird half masked thing substance does mirror her frown.
He's gonna.
And she will. Yes, I'm somewhat aware of those things. Yes, I agree.
I have some of the stuff you guys are talking about is generally shit people made up. So I'm having multiple crises of faith right now. But I've elected to ignore them.
You
later.
know about science, though, yes?
Yes, that's one of the things that's real. That's one of the things that you're talking about that's real to me.
Is the goal of science usually to bring someone back to life?
Some people have tried, and everyone's figured out that we're either too dumb to figure it out now, or also we shouldn't, or any way we could, we shouldn't. So, yes and no.
I see.
Generally, most people, no, they're not trying to do that. Some people want to just see if they can.
I see.
They have been very unsuccessful.
I see. She ponders this matter. Anyway, people at the front feel free to do shit.
Yeah, he's just gonna nod. He's just not gonna comment on it. He's gonna move on with his life.
Yes, Aposa is staring at the strange device in front of her.
Oh yeah, I distracted one of the few people who knows what I... Sorry, considering how shut in Avery seems to be, the only person who knows where the doorbell is.
Torn just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna knock on the door. I'm knocking the door.
Hey, look at the door knocker. It's there for a reason. This button's clearly a mystery.
It's a trap.
Gonna knock on the door.
You could very likely be some kind of trap. But you put such a blatant trap on the front door.
Torn's gonna sigh. So what happens is you push this button and then he pushes the button.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Magic, or is that science?
He'll grab her arm. Don't. That. There for you to like.
But we want to know. Yeah, not be good to sound the alarm.
No, no. They just need the once, just to know that someone's at the door.
As you hear some scrolling behind the door, a pause, and then a bunch of shiftings and like clunks going from the top to the bottom. As finally the door opens, as you see this person. I forgot to move the description away. Give me a second. I mean, it doesn't have anything spoily, but you know.
Yeah.
This
I
lady.
think she's did too much Eldritch shit.
That or two sleep.
Oh, good.
Probably both.
You're those key people, right? Right?
Yes.
First off, lady, breathe.
No time to breathe. You are the key people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Come inside.
Alright. You heard the lady.
Time to go.
As you enter her housing, there was a nice soft light as various mahogany furniture and luxurious carpets dot her living quarters. But they are almost overwhelmed by hundreds of books all around, sprawled open, notes hushily written. Thanks for coming so quickly. A few weeks ago, explaining the job, I attended a dig in the muck mile that we unearthed this light green stone. I'll give you the details, but the bottom line is that it isn't a stone at all. You see, it's an egg of an eldritch horror. Moreover, my research indicates it'll hatch at midnight tonight. The trouble is, no one is quite willing to listen to me. The university ignored me, and I was caught trying to steal the egg for the museum so I could contain it. I've been fired now, and the stone display at the museum opens tomorrow, and the egg's about to hatch. So, you've got to steal it and bring it back so I can save the city. Capiche?
Yes.
Crystal
Yes, what?
clear.
Take a second to breathe. Kind of
Yes, I was about
secure.
to ask to make sure you're aware of all of the methods to ensure the egg will be pacified once we get it to you.
Yes. I've been to the dig site again, and I found this crystal thing that appears to have been used to contain such things before, according to the text. I am currently fixing it right now, but I should have it done by midnight, hopefully.
Yeah. What in the museum layout and security would we be?
Well, I know roughly the security. Unless things have changed since I've gotten fired. There should be around 12 guards in the museum curator herself, Alda Arkin. I guess I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but there is an opportune moment for you to infiltrate the museum and get more information yourselves. But Miss Aiken should have a record of the guard patrols at night in her office, which is on the eastern wing of the first floor. And you can get in there tonight if you're, like, I'm sure you guys are all very sneaky, because there is a gala tonight as a grand reveal of the stone.
Okay. What time is it currently?
Better question. Opposer, how long till sunset?
Great question.
Actually, as he asks how long till midnight, Oposa is going to look outside so he can see the sun.
Oh no, but
It's like a window.
you saw it when you were just outside.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Okay.
So I would like to accurately,
12 hours.
or I would like 12 hours?
It is noon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's noon, if you like to say. Implying the sun moves at the same speed, it would likely take 12 hours.
Yes.
When is this gala and is it open invitation?
No. Well, yes. It's for all, like, the noble folk, and I have luckily got, clothes. Fine clothing for all of you, because you can't go looking like that. You'll be very suspicious. Oh, and, the gala. It opens at 6 p.m. and closes at 8.
Is that?
So I am wearing those clothes. How dare you? They're dirty.
He looks.
I look to, like, the handler and I look to, like,
For 400 years old. Come on.
Juan looks down at his still blood, dirt, and other assorted substances covered clothing.
Well, I've got you all a ticket and clothing. So you can go in there, do whatever you do, or you cannot go there. I don't really know. You can't bring weapon or armor in, though. But I do have this bag that you could store your things in. As she brings out a small leather pouch.
yeah, he looks at both the handler and, like, the lady's like, help.
The handler did not come in with you.
Okay, I looked to the, grab the name again. Yeah, Casey, I looked to her and, like, help. Would these ears stand out at all?
Usually it'd be fine, though. This is a large city with all kinds of creatures.
What about myself?
Exotic?
Okay. It's gonna take that as a that's fine.
It'll work out.
But you asked for a map, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have one. Yeah, give me 1 second as she kind of goes to the table, which has a bunch of stuff on it. Where is it? Here it is, as she brings out a hand-drawn map. Well, that's...
This is one I could be wrong at some point.
As she shows you this.
Oh.
Well, at the very least, this means it's going on. That's good. Take book, please.
Yeah, we have.
So I look at this map and he seems apprehensive.
You said
Side
you
note.
worked in this stuff, right?
Yes. Well, I didn't work inside it per se. I was more like a contractor to find things for this place. I drew this before. I did my own heist, but
basement where?
Yeah, man. Claudia's apprehensive looking at this map. He's
Question
like,
mark?
access roof?
Attic window. Attic window. Access to roof. Where the fuck else is it going to access? Sure. Lisa looks at this and would. Where did you say the gala would be being held?
It would be on the first floor and the second floor. Mainly, she says, I think the offices would be unavailable, locked, but I think everything else would be open.
Do you know which office is the one we need to go into?
I do not.
Okay, that's fine.
She didn't really bring me into her office when she fired me. She more had the guards throw me out.
Yikes.
I do know that there should be alarms around the place, but I don't exactly know where they are. But I think they're magical.
What are the privies?
Well, it's when you gotta go.
The Mark Meyer stone.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
I see.
Washrooms?
Question mark?
Oh, restroom, yes.
Oh, you must come from the boonies. Or the
No.
villages?
No, I come from a place by the ocean.
Oh, do you go in there?
We're creating an entire facility. Works into the race. Stink.
No, that's why we have air freshener. And it flushes. We're wasting time here.
Okay,
Yes,
I can see
if you do bring it back to me and like all good, and then on top of I will let you keep the bag of holding, and I will give you 20 gold each.
One just size stretches and his back like pops like 2 or 3 times. Jeez. Okay, well, at the very least, our boss and us believe believe you've got the right idea here. So let's see what we can do and get that stone to you by midnight, hopefully beforehand. I don't like the idea it's close. It's even half as bad as you say it is.
any reason why they didn't particularly believe at any particular way they just didn't look at it longer, or just
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, what was that? I totally didn't have the person who controlled me put me on mute.
I was about to say, but you got me unmuted in time.
yeah, was there any particular reason they didn't believe you?
I don't really know why, to be honest. I mean, I now have a kind of a reputation to be obsessed with the occult, but you would think if the person who's obsessed with the occult says that it's the occult thing and he has an eldritch horror in it, you would believe them, don't you think? Twitch.
Alrighty. Yeah, I want to back look at this map.
She's more sane than a lot of people I've met.
She could be worse.
Could be.
So there are 3 entrances to the gemstone wing.
Seems so.
So actually, technically no, but technically yes, because on this map, like, there's only 2, but I think on my actual map, there's 3.
On this map, there. Oh, is that? I assume that to Attic was like inside the gemstone wing, not.
They don't know where. She doesn't know where to Attic is.
But there's like a set of stairs
Yeah,
drawn
there's
on there,
still
right?
a way into the wing.
Oh yeah, I guess that is there. Sorry.
So the 2 sets of doors from the like prehistoric predators room and the
S-
archaeology display.
So that
Yeah.
so it's the main door to the left there.
Yep.
And then the door to the bottom. There should also be. Just the door to the bottom there and to the main room.
Is that
The stairs.
is that one to the north on the like other side of the wall?
Yeah. Yes.
So the bottom of the stairs is at the top of the drawing.
Yes.
Cool. Just clarifying these things before we inevitably get confused.
Yes.
Yeah, and we fuck it up.
Because to be fair, the arrow does not give that impression.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this could be worse to work with.
At least,
At
at
the-
the very least,
Gala ends at 8.
starts at 6.
Yes.
So theoretically,
So-
we could-
We either want, I suppose, to try and hide our exit in the Gala or do it afterward as their size.
Yeah, we could
Ah.
size it up, size the place up, and check it out, but then that would just
We-
leave getting back in unless we hide somewhere inside.
I feel we can figure this. We have roughly 6 hours if, again, Oposa, yes? How many hours are in a day?
24.
It depends on where we're asking.
Where you're from, generally, on average, many hours in a day?
It would be like slice at 24.
Okay. He lets out a sigh. Leave. Alright, that's all I need to know. Yeah, then about 6 hours we can go through our plans. But from my experience, I'd say we do have the best bet of...
Is the museum open before the Gala today?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Also, I'm just gonna post some information for you guys, just so you have it.
I have been making notes for you.
Oh, perfect. This could be not the worst. It's not the worst map slide I've ever seen.
After it's closed to the public, does that presumably mean we won't be active whilst the Gala's on?
They will probably...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the gala is a closed ticket event.
But she has gotten us outfits and tickets.
Oh, so... As in... Because it says that the alarms will be off once the, once it's closed to the public. Does close to the public include the Gala?
Yeah, so
So the alarms will be on during the Gala.
sorry, the alarms are off during the gala because that's like intruder alarms. But once the gala is over, they turn it on.
They go on. Okay. Okay.
So we don't want to deal with alarms, we'd have to do it during the Gala. But that means we'd have to find a better way out.
We also have to do a distraction so we can easily take it without anybody noticing one of us doing it.
Or act quickly enough.
Or, yeah.
How tall is this museum, out of curiosity?
Oh, the ceiling's around 30 feet tall, I believe.
Is it the 2 stories in the attic?
So there's a basement, but I don't know exactly how to get to it. And yes, there is an attic. So there's the first floor, second floor, attic, and also basement.
Okay.
Seems seems like our best bet is to scope out the place, figure out what's possible, what's not, and after the gala's over, swipe the stone. If we can do it during the gala, all the better. But
I'd say we try and see if we can find a quick, easy way out, a hidden way out. And try to aim for in the gala.
Yeah, because
Dealing with the alarms would be. Will the gemstone wing be open during the gala?
considering it's
Yes, it is. That's the whole point of the gallery because she wants to show it off. You know, show off the thing that's going to destroy the city.
So we'll also have to find a way to do it without people in there.
Or make sure they just can't see us do it.
I'm not particularly good at illusions, but that could be possible, yes.
Illusions don't have to be the main thing. We just gotta make sure everybody's eyes are off of it. A big enough distraction can draw anybody.
Mm-hmm.
and I do have quick fingers, though. I do.
And you guys, well,
Another thing.
there might be more information around the museum itself. Yeah.
Another thing could be driving everybody out. At that point, that'd be a lot of attempt.
And we kind of have to get get this back to you with that.
I will be hiding in an alley nearby, so don't worry about. Well, just escape the building, and I should be able to meet up with you.
Driving it
That makes our win condition a lot better, a lot easier. Get in,
faster as well.
get in, and get out. We can get to you. You don't even have to run.
If it's just 12 guards, I think we should try and make any escape attempt we do through the roof is likely best.
Thankfully, I think some of us should have.
Got rope.
I can handle most of that. She gestures a bit with her hands. I'm still a bit magic.
Ah,
Good.
that's alright.
Okay. So yeah, if we don't need rope, it's fine. But you have 3 options during the gala.
Option 1, just gather more information. Gather more information. We'll just do regardless. Next, also set up our entry and escape routes. And if we find a good enough opening, dream one, then we can go for it during the gala.
I think ultimately we probably, yes, try and get information, see if we can get that guard rota during the gala. And then head in then. See if we can set up different points of entry and exit.
Yep. That does sound.
That means we can't get
Can't
cut
bring
off
in
if we're
weapons.
discovered midway through. Can't bring in
Yeah,
weapons
that's-
to the gala.
You should have multiple
And
options.
can't bring in weapons or armor.
They shouldn't notice the bag of holding though. So as long as you're discreet with that, if one of you have that, you should be okay.
I don't really. And thankfully for all of you, he just pulled out all like his only weapon being like a short sword. This is all I've got. So, if I have to be stuck in there, while you guys set up, I'm at full efficiency. I'm at full effective away.
We're gonna need to bring it. I'm gonna need for the doors. I can get my feet.
Wait, hold on. Just to check, were you saying being put in the bag of holding as opposed to just putting your weapon in the
No.
bag of holding?
No, as in if
Okay.
if he needed to stay inside while you guys like put on all your shit, like he's still at 100%
Okay.
basically. Like no weapons, no armor.
I thought
just
for a
hands.
second you were saying put me in the bag of holding. Put me in
No.
so I can take it.
Sticks, no.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Do you know
Puts
if
the
they'll be-
shield, her shield, longsword, and javelins into the bag of holding.
But yes,
Do you know if they'll be concerned with the spell book?
probably.
What about a crowbar?
Tools are not. We have one bottom.
I think they would be happy if you basically had nothing on you.
Yeah.
At least nothing that, could concern them. If you can sneak something in, go for it, but if they catch you with it, they're gonna ask you to remove it.
Crossbow, bolts, 2 daggers, crowbar, hammer.
I will say,
Just take all of my shit.
however, this is probably a good place to pause, since you are now technically in the planning phase.
It is.
So, how I was going to approach this is end session here, but people can plan and then come.
Execute next session.
Yes.
Yeah.
And feel free to ask me any questions and I will answer them. And you also know that if you need any equipment, you can ask Miss Danielle or your handler, Miss right here.
Yep.
If they will, should be able to hold all of our stuff. If you want to get during the go, I'm still just thinking.
So, yeah, we can't really shock and awe this one, because we can't take 12 guys.
No,
In a
it's
fight.
really hard to
In a
take 12
fight.
guys. Sure, Logic,
Right, you
sure.
can-
Yeah.
Man,
We all know
For
you man.
yourself.
Have fun with that.
Please don't make Lisa take 12 guys.
I don't want to take 12 guys.
She's already been injured enough.
Right?
Or
Two of us have these tools proficiency, so we can try to get
I do
both
have
of them,
these
so that's
tools proficiency.